Hi, I am Kedger on Wheels, and today is the day for the XV950 Racer. So this is basically the XV950R, but in a very cool retro look. Now, let's get this out of the way. I'm not really into this whole cafe racer retro bike look, okay? I'm not. I'm more of a sports bike look, or super sports bike look, or touring look. But I have to say, this looks absolutely gorgeous. This is a really, really pretty bike. And new, all shiny. I really like the look on this. And talking with Jean here about the bike, I've realized this is not like the SR400, which is a carbon copy of an old bike. This is a pretty cool mix of old and new. So, without further ado, front to back. Front tire, it's a big rim, so it is a 100 width tire, 19-inch rim. Cool. And the rear one should be a 18-inch rim, 150 width, 16-inch rim. So, 16 at the rear, 18 at the front. Remember the last bike which had these measurements? Yep, the worst bike in the world. Nothing to do with this one though. The Kymco had the same measurements, but it looked odd. On this one it just looks gorgeous. You have a belt transmission, but we're doing front to back. First thing you notice is this disc brake which has ABS. So yes, this is a cafe racer with ABS. Always good for safety. I like these fork covers. Very retro, but very useful. You've got this flat round headlamp, your indicators, which this whole thing looks very retro, with a small windscreen, very cafe racer-ish. Then you've got these weird ass mirrors and an electronic dash. And where is the key? Well, the key is here on the right. Here it is. Pretty cool, huh? So that's the dash, which looks pretty cool. Your instruments, etc. You've got, then moving back, you have the same engine as on the N50, on the 950R. It's the same engine. Got your air box, your exhaust. Exhaust looks pretty cool. I like these little protections so you don't burn yourself. Something the Harley desperately needed. Oh, the pillion foot pegs look awesome. They're completely hidden. You don't even notice them. You've got gas rear exhausts, rear shocks, sorry. You've got an LED taillight which looks awesome. So as you can see, this is a very cool mix of old and new. It looks great, it really does. And you've got your belt transmission instead of the usual chain. And it's air cooled. So yeah, no one can say, even if they don't like cafe racers like me, no one can actually say this is an ugly bike. Small detail. You see this is just a cover. You remove this bolt and the other one on the other side. And this whole part removes, and then you have your passenger seat. So let's get going on this one. Start is, let's turn it off. Here, off. Turn it on. Am I recording? Yeah. I'm not sure why I always film this, but it looks cool. F-trip, 24 kilometers. So this is out of fuel, I think. Select this little button. Trip 146. Time and very little else. Odometer 146 kilometers. So this probably had it filled up, so it should be out of fuel. I'll just put a tiny bit of fuel. Start. Oh, like this. Oh, this sounds so well. So good. Oh, it sounds really nice. Oh, I like this character. Clutch is very sensitive. Then again, it is new. Just go. Dick. Okay, this mirror is all fudged. Where's the brakes? Oh, here it is. Okay, I have to say the seating arrangement is a bit odd. Scenic roads. So this scenic road is basically where these bikes like to be, see and be seen. However, riding up here I noticed a couple of things. One, this is retardedly easy to ride. And I don't say this because I've already been riding for a couple of years. No, this is really easy to ride. Even from a complete beginner, it's pretty nimble. The riding position doesn't scare you. The seat is big enough that you can go bum back and go like so, full tuck. Okay, I'm just, right now you can't see anything, but I'm peeking over the dash. So I can just ride like this, or I can seat myself basically on top of the tank. You can actually sit yourself on the tank, because the transition between the seat and the tank is very smooth. You don't really know when you're sitting on top of the tank. And you're straight up as if you were on a naked bike. So you can choose how to ride. So that's a big plus. It's very comfy, and it's really nimble and easy to just dodge things. It's very agile. For a bike this size, okay? Let's just make this clear. For a bike this big, because this is a liter bike basically, and even so it's pretty nimble. It does have clip-ons, as you can see, but it is nimble. Yamaha, I think, calls this the sport heritage, and I really understand the term now that I ride it, because it really does feel like the granddaddy of the sport bike. I'm riding this and I can feel, oh man, come on. Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. You can really feel where the sporting position started and the evolution and etc. So yeah, it's cool, and it's a really cool mix of old and new. I like it. And even though it doesn't feel fast, it is. Just look at the dash. Oh, it doesn't have a rev counter. That's different. I'm going to overtake this one as soon as I can, sorry, because we are here to see the scenic route, not look at the rear of a Mercedes Vito. So 3, 2, 1, throttle! So it's plenty fast, as you can see, and I wasn't even at high revs. And even though these kinds of bikes are more for not commuting, but just riding around, not quite this one. This is for a bit more fun than just riding around. I'm doing the turns a bit wider because I'm still getting used to the feel. As I said, riding position is a bit different, so try not to be too brusque with it. But I'm going fast, and I am pretty comfortable with it. It's like 130 here, and it's okay. Everything's fine. Except for the wind noise. That's being a bit annoying. It's a lot louder than I was expecting. Probably because I am exactly on the wrong spot. Let's see if I tuck in. Nope. It is from the age where aerodynamics were kinda, this might work, instead of let's calculate how to fix this. So brakes. What the hell's happened? Why is the road closed? That's pretty odd. What just happened? I wasn't doing nothing, I swear. Told me to go. Oh, it's someone's filming. Like it. The engine's fast enough. Okay, it's not quite as fast as you'd expect from a liter bike. Okay, it's a bit more low revving. Oh, come on. This is starting to be a bit retarded. Okay, the engine's a bit more of a calmer, more easy riding engine. okay? Very easy to manage, very easy to dose, doesn't scare, does excite, but doesn't excite that much. It's not like a small explosion of speed between your legs. It's not. It's more like a cruiser engine. How? Because it is a cruiser engine. However, one, it does have torque everywhere, so it just goes whatever the revs, but it always goes at roughly the same rate. That's why I don't feel that burst that you usually get with the sports bikes when you get to the high revs and it just shoots forward. No, this is more flat, so it's always the same acceleration, a bit flatter, but it feels great. It's more the cornering. It's when you corner this that you feel the old sportiness, the start of the sporty bike. And I haven't ever ridden. Remember, I've only been riding for like 3 years. 4 years ago, I didn't even know Honda did bikes. So that's how much of a noob I am. And well, you can just feel how it all evolved. So yeah, I like it. I find this one quite an interesting bike, quite a cool one. And no, I wouldn't mind having one of these. It does look retro, but this is one of the retro ones I would not mind having. Because underneath all the retro looks, it is still a good bike. And it looks wonderful. The vibrations are making my hands slightly numb now. That's something that goes away with use. Okay, after 1,000 kilometers you don't even feel the vibes. And apart from that, maybe getting the hands slightly numb, it's not, they are not bad vibes. It feels really nice. It's a rumbling, not quite a vibing, okay? And since it has torque everywhere, you just drop one and overtake as if it's no big deal. Look, and it feels really good just not hanging off, leaning off the bike. Your bum doesn't go anywhere, you just lean off, twist your knee out slightly, and it's marvelous when you do that. It's just wonderful. Whoa, that's not a smart move, Mr. Citroen. If you do that, you better do that fast. Like so. It just feels so good. And another cool thing, you should use the ball of your feet to rotate your knee. Yeah, that's the proper procedure. Ball of your foot out and then rotate. But on this one, you can actually do it with your heel. Because of the position of your feet, you can just... Oh, let's go for the bump. Okay, comfy enough. You can just rotate the ball of your feet, the heel. And it works. Why? Because of this riding position. It's different, but it allows for that. So it's a dancing partner. I like this one quite a lot. So what's this bike for? Before I start going fast, this bike is for the retro look, for the hipster. I think I should grow a beard or a goatee and start dressing in cashmere and using an open-faced helmet with goggles. But it is also a good round bike, even though getting some panniers and side cases and top case on this would just look hideous. So just as an all-round a runabout bike, it'll work wonderfully. Bit expensive for a runabout bike, but it will work wonderfully. It's not quite a touring machine because you can't really add luggage to it without making it ugly. But it's your regular, normal bike you can buy. For example, if you're buying an MT-07, this will do what the MT-07 does. Not quite as fast, not quite as exciting, but at least you will get the same pleasure. Okay, visor down. You will get the same pleasure. It's different. It's a different bike. But even being a different bike, it's still usable as a normal bike. So yeah, you can use this for anything you'd use a naked bike. And it works in traffic-ish. Not... I just scraped the pegs. Sorry! Very sorry I scraped the pegs. These pegs are really low. Hey! I scraped the pegs! First bike I scraped the pegs on! Sorry, Jean, but I overdid it a bit, but that wasn't that fast. Yeah, there's that. Foot pegs are a bit low. I'm not sure how I managed to do that because I wasn't going that fast. So, since I scraped the pegs, that means if you want to go fast on this one, you really have to lean, or else you'll be scraping foot pegs. Because I haven't ever been able to scrape my foot pegs on any of my bikes, even though I tried. And on this one, without trying, I did. So there's that. Where's my heel? My heel's on top of something. Oh, it's the... it's a little rebar that's there to protect me from touching the exhaust. Now I'm scared of scraping foot pegs again. Why? Because if I'm leaning at top speed and I scrape the foot pegs, I have to straighten her up, and if I straighten her up, I'm going straight into something. So now I'm scared of it. Oh, the horn's here. Oh, it feels wonderful. Let's get the foot peg scraping aside and let's just try to enjoy this one again. Yeah, that works. This one works wonderfully well. Truck, or rather bus. Overtake this one now. No, I really enjoy the way this corners. You know that specific way a cruiser corners, where you seem to be coaxing it into a turn. This has a tiny little bit of that heavy thing turning into it. But it doesn't feel like you're turning an oil tanker. It feels you're turning just something heavy, but something that wants to turn with you. That's why I call it a dancing partner. You dance with it. You tell it, let's go, and she says, okay, let's go. And then you tell it again to the right, and then she goes, yeah, okay, let's go, let's do that. And then you go, hey, let's do a slight one to the left. And she goes, yeah, let's do that. Now let's scrape the pegs. Okay. I'm just going to slow down a bit so I can have some space for that car. Look at the mirror so I can have some extra space from the one that's coming up behind me, so I don't... Okay, let's go. Okay, double the recommended speed for this bend. I'm pretty sure I leaned this further forward than when I scraped, so something odd happened there. Maybe I hit some kind of loose rock on the side of the road. So yeah, that's it for this wonderful bike. Even though I got a bit scared from the foot peg scraping, it's not my bike, remember? It's a brand new one. Oh man, it sounds lovely. Let's just take another look at it. It looks even... I don't like blue bikes, but this baby blue, it's wonderful. Just look at it. I really like the way it's blue and black, and then it has these gray highlights, so it's never too much of one color. It's not a clash of too many colors. It's really detailed. Someone designed this with a lot of love inside. Okay, and man, it just looks great. And so what did I scrape? Yeah, I scraped it here. Look, it's scraped. Did I scrape anything else? No, it was just a peg. How did I do that? That's weird. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna ask. No, not gonna complain. Yeah, but it's a great cruiser sporty thing. But yeah, I love it. I really enjoy this one. Okay, it's a different bike, but it's a great. It's different in a good sense, not just different from okay, it's a big thing that. No, it's just a good, different looking, different handling, but good all-round bike. So yeah, I'm not sure on the price on this. Probably going to be expensive. All these retro bikes usually are pretty expensive. But yeah, just check it out. I love it. I do, and I like this belt transmission. It feels smoother. Shifting just feels smoother. I'm not sure if I'm being silly, but shifting on this belt bike, and what other belt bike have I used? Only scooters, and yeah, this is the first one. Just feels, I don't know, smoother, a bit more elastic. Okay, it just doesn't feel clunky. I'm not really sure how to. If you're ham-fisted with the throttle, there seems to be. It just feels smoother. Okay, I can't really explain it. So yeah, that's it. The XV950 Racer. Basis is the 950R, and this is the Racer. So that's it. Good routes.